Good morning, everybody. Wait, we're waiting on Instagram. Okay.
Good morning. Hello, everybody.
Good morning, Facebook. Good morning, Instagram. And good morning, YouTube.
Yeah.
It is a fantastic Tuesday
Good morning,
morning.
everyone.
Good morning. Good morning, world.
Mm-hmm.
I feel like, we always do like that book, like Good Night Moon. I feel like it's Good Morning World. Yes. Yes. All right. Hi.
Good morning, Instabook. And,
Thank you all so much for joining
Facecam.
us Thursday morning. I have my favorite co-host with the mostest.
Hi.
Hi. Who are you?
Who are you?
I am with Dominic today, the boy who sews. I know we got blue because we're doing Under the Sea today, Jana.
I panicked and I picked it. It kind of looks like waves just.
Yes, he panicked this morning when he realized we have a live, and so he had to get the most Under the Sea looking shirt, and so this is what he picked out. So yes,
it does kind of look like.
And we just look generally good in blue.
Mm-hmm.
Yes. Okay. So Dominic, what's new with you?
We're cool people.
We're cool. Dominic, what's new with you? Anything new going on? Anything exciting in your life?
No. I mean, oh yeah, we're going to New Orleans this week.
Yes, in 36 hours, the two of us will be in a car driving to New Orleans. It's going to be great. It's going to be awesome. I'm looking forward to this.
We're going on our Cotton Cuts retreat.
We're going on a road trip. I am looking forward to this so much. It's going to be awesome. Yes. Okay. Shall we get started?
Awesome.
Shall we get started with what people? Okay. All right. So we're going to get started as we always do with questions that have been submitted by you guys. They're here on the desk when we sit down. Have you seen these ahead of time?
No.
Nope. Same with me, cottoncuts.com/live to submit a question for our next show. People are checking in from all over. We are quite distributed today, but it's like
Oregon.
I know. Very hot everywhere. I think that's a general theme, which is a good thing. We're going to Louisiana.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it's great.
We're going to escape the heat.
It's a good thing sewing is an indoor activity, so we'll be fine. Yes. Okay.
Or if we stay outside enough and we come back, St. Louis will be cold.
St. Louis will be cold. Okay. So let's get to these questions that have been submitted by two folks. So the first question comes to us from Jean Steinhelber. I apologize, Jean, if I mispronounced your name. In Sun City Center. I'm assuming Sun City Center is Arizona. Jean asks, I joined the Under the Sea prepaid program. When and how will I be able to log into the locker? Will there be an email link when it's available? Thanks. Okay, so this is a great question. So I know we're gonna spend a ton of time talking about what's in the Under the Sea box here in a minute. But Jean's question is fantastic. So if you are a prepaid detective, if you choose to receive your box all at one time, you're going to have a ton of fabric in it and no instructions. And I think for some new people, they might panic and be like, I've got all this fabric and I have absolutely no way to put it together. Like panic, hair on fire. Right. So what we did at Cotton Cuts is we created a place called the Cotton Cuts Evidence Locker, CCPD. I mean, we really went on the police theme when we were coming up with, but the CCPD Evidence Locker.
If you're gonna do the bit, you got to do the whole bit.
Yeah, I mean, if you're gonna, you can't just halfway that. You got to go all in. CCPD Evidence Locker. And so what we store in the Evidence Locker are clues to completing the mystery programs. And so if you are an existing detective and you've done a prepaid with us before, all of your permissions were edited earlier this week, and you should now see folders for Under the Sea. Mm-hmm. If you are new, you should have received an invitation to join the CCPD yesterday, the day before, something like that, and you should have access to these folders. Now, when you log in, you click on those folders, guess what? They're empty. There's nothing in there yet. Because what we do is we upload the clues when they are released. So clue 1 is released on Friday. So clue 1 will go into the evidence locker on Friday morning. Yes?
Yeah.
Yes. So, Jean, be sure you have access to the evidence locker. Be sure to check it on Friday morning. There is a helpful little file in the evidence locker that says how to turn on notifications. And so what that means is whenever our team uploads a new file to certain folders, you're going to get an email saying it's there. So you can get in, get that clue, and get it sewing. If you are one of those eager beavers, then we will happily enable you with as much technology as we can.
It's a lot like pressing the notification button on YouTube.
Oh, Jiminy Crickety. It's like clicking like and subscribe on YouTube. Yeah, and hearting the video. All of those. Hit the notification bell. Hit the notification bell, yes.
So you get alerted whenever there's
Now, if the CCPD is not your jam, we definitely will email the clue as an attachment to an email. However, if we do just that, sometimes emails get misfiled, they get sent to the wrong place, they get sent to spam. Sometimes you're busy and it gets buried. And in future months, if you want to go back and find that clue, you have to find the email, right? So sometimes that's not always fantastic. And so we've created, It's going to be a fighter jet type of day where they're going to hear airplanes today. Okay. And so that's why we created the evidence locker, because say, in a week, it's a Saturday, Cotton Cuts isn't working and you need your clue, you can log into that evidence locker at any time. It's open 24/7 and you can get all the information you need. All right.
Somebody named Making Pants for Fish joined.
Oh, Making Pants for Fish. I do like that, I guess.
It's
they
for
must be
fish.
Tiny wet sewing. The material must be waterproof, I guess. Okay. And it looks like Kim is joining us from her RV north of Lake Superior. It's a wetsuit. It's wet sewing. Okay. All right. So, Jean, I hope that answers your question. If you have any more questions, if literally anyone has any questions on any of this, please email us at help@cottoncuts.com. Carrie is fantastic. And if she's not there, Cheryl's her backup. So we have people here to help you. And the evidence locker is awesome. And I think evidence locker and email, try to get those clues to you as much as possible. So yes. Danelle's saying hello to you.
Hi.
All right. So our next question comes to us from Susan Wright in Champaign, Illinois. Champaign's real close. And it's about Mystery 50. Yay, we like that one.
Yeah.
Okay. So Mystery 50 questions. Well, there's a lot here. Okay. Brace yourself. Does each quarter mystery or the 4 quarters combined make the 56x72 measurement? Will there be a new colorway choice each quarter? I've enjoyed my first 2 PMQs, Wild West and Flyaway, and again signed up for Aloha. Woo! That's why I've chosen Cotton Cuts for Mystery 50. Thank you. Okay, so these questions we can manage these. So we got Fort Lauderdale on Instagram joining us, and we've got Renee in France. It is going to be a jet type of day, guys. It's been a long time since we played guess the number of planes you can hear, but I feel like this is one plane just doing circles over us. It's great. Okay, so to Susan's question here. So does each quarter mystery or the 4 quarters combined make the 1 quilt? That is no. So this first quarter mystery, if you participate in this quarter, you are going to end up with a 56x72 inch quilt. It's not a quarter of the quilt each quarter. Each quarter is a completely different design, a completely different quilt, and a completely different colorway set. So if you signed up and you got one of our kits, I think they're $150. It's all the planes. Yeah, Erin, it's Boeing. So Boeing is based here in St. Louis. Hold on. So Boeing is based here in St. Louis, and they use the local airport that's by our shop to test the jets on certain days of the week. And we just happen to draw the lucky number that's today.
Spirit of St. Louis.
So each quarter, it's a completely contained project. So if you purchased one of the Aloha colorways, you're going to end up with a finished quilt in 4 weeks. And then the next quarter, which comes shortly thereafter, is going to be a completely different design. It'll be completely different colorways. It'll still be on the same time cycle. So you'll still have a finished quilt in a month that everyone's going to get to sew together. And then the next quarter is a completely different design. Now, the idea is not that these 4 quilts are going to get stitched together. I mean, to be clear, you do you. If you love them so much and you want to make a monster quilt with all of them together, you can. But each quilt in and of itself is meant to be standalone on its own. The colorways are all going to be different. And I can tell you that for the next quarter, for the one that's going to sign up after Aloha, it will be mostly holiday themed fabrics. Now, understanding not everyone celebrates all the holidays, all that good stuff. We want to make sure that we'll have some non-colorway options, non-holiday colorways, but it will be a completely different design, completely different shapes. We're going into a shape that Cotton Cuts has never cut before. I'm about to show you some fun ones we just designed, but it's going to be some fun new shapes in the next mystery.
So if they sew them all together, all the quilts, it would be 144 by 112.
So each quilt is also a different finished dimension too. So yes.
So it doesn't.
Yeah. Again, you do you, man.
If there are 4 Alohas.
Yes. So Stacy Affleck is asking, she's in the locker, but she can't see how to get notifications. Is it automatic? It is not. So on your homepage in the locker, there is a document that sits right on the homepage that everyone should have access to. And it says how to enable notifications, and it walks you through. The next Mystery 50 with holiday fabric will start sales, I think, in September and ship in October for November sewing. And so as you're looking at the next quarter, and it's literally the cycle repeats. So it's 1 month for us to be able to get you your kits, 1 month for us to make your kits, 1 month for your kits, and then 1 month for us to actually, for you to actually sew it. And then that cycle is going to repeat each quarter. So August is a sewing month for Aloha. Then it's a month for us to make your kits, and then a month for you to sew. Okay. Where to find the locker. So Emma Shannon, if you go to the Cotton Cuts homepage, I think it's under About, there's a CCPD evidence locker, or if it's under the PMQ tab. And I'll get Paula to put it in the chat so you can see right where to go to it. Okay, we have gone in a couple different directions today. Did we answer all of poor Susan's questions? Will there be new colorway choice each quarter? All right, yeah, Susan, I think that's everything Mystery 50 this quarter, next quarter, and all the futures. So thank you so much, guys, for your questions. I love these. These questions are always so much fun. You never really know where the wind's going to take us, right?
Yeah.
Right. Yeah, he says. Yeah.
Just go with the flow.
We're flowing. You and I were dancing before. You and I were dancing before everyone joined us, right? Okay. All right. Shall we give everyone an update as to what is happening in the shop? It's probably easier to list what's not happening in the shop this past week. Okay. So the first thing is Under the Sea. That's our main topic.
No wrestling matches.
No wrestling. Yep. Yes. Okay. So there's been no time for any shenanigans because we have been just die cutting, kidding. The team has been absolutely exceeding all expectations on all of this. And so the big thing that everyone's been working on has been Under the Sea. And so Under the Sea, the first clue is going to ship tomorrow. Ships Friday. Like, it's bonkers. It's crazy. I know. So Lincoln and Dominic today are going to start shipping. Some of them will actually get handed to the postal carrier today. The rest will get handed to the postal carrier tomorrow. Now, if you are a prepaid detective, so we created a tracker and it is on the website so you can see the status. And every PMQ prior to this one, we've kind of had colorways sprinkled throughout the process. We've had some that are coming off the bolt, some that are being ironed and folded, some that are being die cut.
Are we doing it all at the same time?
Yes. So that is different this time. So this time we have both rosies going, and we've been doing a lot of die cutting. And so everything is sitting at the kit phase. And so this is something, that's never happened to us before. We've gone through all the things and we get to the end and they're all sitting ready to be kit. And so I want to make sure everyone knows on the prepaid. So our team has die cut over 1 million triangles, squares, and strips in the past 6 weeks. Over 1 million parts and pieces have been cut. Now it's going to take us time to put all those 1 million parts and pieces into 8,000 clear poly bags. Wow. And we've got to label each one, and we've got to put little clue 1s and clue 2s and clue 3s on it. So our team is working on that. We have a couple colorways that are done that are going to start shipping and rolling out the door. But it's accounting it. It's putting them all into their individual bags and getting them out the door. Now, Dominic, pop quiz for you. 1 million parts and pieces into 8,000 bags. What do you think the Cotton Cuts defect or error rate is on that? I bet you some people out here probably know what our
0. We're perfect.
No. So I'm an engineer, guys. I'm a process person too. 0 is not possible. 0 is just not possible ever.
0.1.
No. It is less than 1%. Our team is super good at what they do. They are super accurate at what they're doing. And our defect rate is less than 1%. So all of that takes a little bit of time, guys. So if you're a prepaid detective, I'm asking you guys just to give us a little bit of grace. You guys are all going to get your fabric, and it's going to be a week-ish, 2-ish weeks for after clue 1 to get your stuff. But it's all going to be there.
Where is my stuff?
Yes, that is literally the link is cottoncuts.com/where-is-my-stuff. Where is my stuff? Yes. Okay. All right. Again, we're just going in different directions. So we also want to talk about the retreat. So we kind of alluded that to the top of the show. There's been a lot of prep work here in the shop getting ready for our very, very first Cotton Cuts retreat. I am excited. It is the signature premier retreat in New Orleans. And so we are leaving on Friday, and we have 7 days of fun planned next week. We're going to Nolans. We're going to Nolans. Nobody in New Orleans says that. They say New Orleans. Okay. And so we have been getting things done all around the shop in preparation for this. And I want to show you guys something cool that we're doing that we started for this retreat, and we're going to actually put a ton of kits up in the shop. This is the quilt that the group is actually going to be making next week. So
what?
Yeah. So Juicy Juice, you know Juicy, right? Giuseppe.
Yeah.
Yeah, you've met Giuseppe a couple of times. So
it's
Giuseppe,
hard not to know Giuseppe.
I know.
I know who he is.
So Giuseppe is actually going to fly into New Orleans, and he's going to teach everyone 2 things in this class. So the first is color theory. So how do you put the fabrics in the right place for color theory. And then the second is construction. And so what we're doing for the people attending our retreat, because it's cotton cuts and we do extra, is one of your options is to take these guys and you can cut them ahead of the retreat and show up, and you have to cut like a couple hundred of these and a couple hundred of these. We've created dies that can actually cut all of these shapes at a high capacity. And so our attendees at our retreat are going to receive these parts already cut so they can spend the time focusing on color theory and on assembly. And we are looking forward to seeing many of these quilts next week. Here's actually the same quilt in a more modern colorway, but it is fun. It's fantastic. So we are very excited. What's that? What's that? Oh, Paula is running to get us some shapes. It's okay. So yes, weird. Right. So these shapes, I mean, could you imagine cutting out a couple hundred of these? We are going to do that for you. We also have, and we're doing this in Sonoma too. So if you're attending Sonoma, you're going to get to see a version of this as well. Oh, Paula brought some of these shapes. So yes. So for scope and scale, guys, like this is what the team has been die cutting. And so you can see it. We call this internally a tree trunk.
Me and Lincoln got to come
up with a tree trunk. Tree trunk is probably that way. Yes. Tree trunk. Yeah.
And then we have
tree trunk. Thank you, ma'am.
Then we have shark tooth.
Shark tooth. Mm-hmm. And then we're calling this one a mountain.
There was no good name for it, so we just phoned it in and went with mountain.
Okay. So what we're also going to do in Sonoma is we're going to do a mini puzzle mystery quilt. And so in this, it's going to be exactly what we're going to show you in the box now, but it's going to be done over the course of a day. And so every hour, a clue is going to drop and you're going to get to sew it together. However, I've challenged our team and they rose to the occasion because I was thinking, guys, like, if we're just going to give them a clue and they sit and sew it, like they can do that at home. Like, let's make it worth it for the come to New Orleans and to go to Sonoma. And so what are we doing instead, Dominic?
Whispers of the Bayou.
So we are going to have a mystery dinner. It's going to be like a mystery dinner theater,
but we're not serving dinner, right?
Correct. But I mean, people, when I say mystery dinner theater, it's like there'll be a show, there'll be a script. There's costumes. We're encouraging the attendees to dress up for this event, and we're going to be solving a crime. And so each clue is going to come with a story and a script as we solve the crime. Now, I wanted the team to solve a murder. We're actually just solving the case of the stolen quilt. And so there's actually a suspect booklet of different suspects that might have stolen this quilt. And at the end, everyone's going to guess who they think committed the crime, and we're going to give prizes away. So it's going to be a puzzle mystery and then a mystery within a mystery, and it's going to be fun. And like, I am so excited to be doing this. I'm glad that the team went the extra.
I actually don't know who
I don't know who did it either. I don't know. What's that? Oh, Miss Paula over here is like, I know who did it.
In her smuggest voice possible.
I know. So it's going to be fun. It's going to be like a mystery cruise. Yeah,
you could hardly hear her from her high horse.
So I don't. Wow, he is 13 people, and he's every bit of 13. Okay. All right. So Dominic, what has been your favorite part of seeing all the things that are going on? And Lori's bringing costume. Yes, bring costumes. Yes, we love our costumes. We've got some steampunk, we've got some voodoo, we've got some Creole. Like, bring it all together. We are in. All right. So Dominic, my question for you: what has been your favorite part of all the things that the team has done the past week and a half, 2 weeks recently?
The million parts that they put through the die cutter.
Yeah,
the Rosie is going nonstop, but it's just. It's something to behold. Yeah,
Rosie is a game changer because, I mean, you've been here from the very beginning when it was one die cutter on a table and we hand craked it, right? It is so strange, right? So let's see. Prepaid's no longer getting the third boxes first. I don't know what that means, Barbara. If you could perhaps clarify the question, and we can definitely help. Let's see, your high horse. Oh, Jean is stealing your high horse comments. Woo-hoo! All right. I am just impressed. Our team has really done a fantastic job. They pulled together and they are exceeding all expectations. And I am loving it. Okay. Are we ready to talk about our main event, which is the big thing that starts tomorrow, Under the Sea? And so we're going to dive on into this. You have a line.
Oh, yeah.
We're going to dive on into the Under the Sea.
Dive.
Oh, my gosh. Good help is really hard to find, people. Good help is really hard to find. Prepaids no longer getting their boxes first. Okay, good question, Barbara. So prepaids have always gotten sometimes before and sometimes after. It depends on where they're coming off the production line. In this case, the first prepaids are going to start shipping tomorrow. And so, but it'll ship over the next week. Like I said, it's really just a kitting bottleneck right now. So it's more just how fast can we kit, how fast can we ship. So those should be done relatively
everything
within,
like prepped and ready. We just have to put it all together.
Yeah, put them in their little bags. Now, for scope, scale, and reference, the prepaids shipped for 1 month after Clue 1 shipped for Flyaway. So the fact that Under the Sea is just about a week late, I feel like we're doing infinitely better. And I mean, Barbara, there was a post that was put up yesterday about how you have to wait just a little bit at the beginning, but then for every Clue thereafter, it's on time and awesome. All right. Shall we get into the Puzzle Mystery Quilt?
Yes.
Okay, so Puzzle Mystery Quilt. I know we've got a lot of new people hanging out with us. And so I want to make sure that everyone understands that the Puzzle Mystery Quilt's not a block of the month, but it is a puzzle piece of the month. And so each month, you're going to get the pre-cut parts and pieces that are going to come to you. We'll show these in a minute. And what you're doing is you're actually making puzzle pieces. So I'm going to show you, this is Candy Apple. This is from an older mystery. And so in a given month, you're going to sew, 2 of these, and you can hold up those. You're going to show like 2 or 3 of these. You're making puzzle pieces that are then going to fit together in the final design. Now, these may or may not be sewn together in the final design. But what you're going to do is you're going to sew your individual pieces together. You're going to label them, and then you're going to set them aside. And then the next month, for month 2, you're going to do the same thing. You're going to make different parts and pieces. Sometimes it's 2, sometimes it's 4, sometimes it's 8 pieces. And then you put them in the bag and you set them aside. And then in the 10 month, this is when the magic happens, and we actually get to see the finished Puzzle Mystery Quilt. So for those of you that are just joining us, you might have a lot of emotions. And so we want to make sure that we're giving you information so you can start tomorrow with confidence. And so we have some tips and tricks that have been submitted partially by you guys, partially by us in-house to kind of help get past that starting a new mystery feeling, right? So the first thing, this is a big one. What's the first thing here?
Organization.
Yes. So with this, organization is key. And so you have to make sure you're labeling all your parts and pieces. You have to make sure you're holding onto your stuff, because this is a 10-month program, folks. And so for 10 months, we keep it all the way through to the end. So if you lose your swatch booklet, if you lose your Clue 1, if you lose your Clue 4, you're going to feel a little bit of pain. So organization is super key throughout the whole process here. And so we're always more than happy to replace something. Like if your dog, I think Greta had a dog eat something, or her husband accidentally threw something away. Reach out to us. We'll help make it right. We want you to finish this quilt, right? But if you take your box that it's in and you lose all 8 clues, guys, we'll work with you. But if it's a colorway that's sold out, we might not be able to do all of it. So please, 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 please be organized. And it's not a race. It's not a race. The first one to finish the quilt doesn't actually get a prize. It's all in our own time. Life happens. And so just making sure things stay organized is fantastic.
Dogs eat parts. It's a thing.
Let's see here. Michelle Showalter is asking if she can remove the stickers. Can we take the bags back? She's a reuse, repurpose person. Don't like trashing them. Right, Michelle, that's a great thing. We unfortunately don't have systems to be able to bring them back and reuse them.
That's a good idea.
It is a good idea. I think it's something we can take a look at. We definitely have looked at bringing back kind of the chipboards. If there's been a project that has those craft, we've looked at possibly bringing those back. But Michelle, I love that idea. And we've looked at either alternate packaging as well. The plastic bags are just, they're so good at this volume for what we're doing, but we could look at another option as well. Let's see here. Erin says she's excited to get her prepaid box, and it's a long wait, but it's worth it. The first clue is the only one you really have any waiting on. That's absolutely true. Oh, Greta, I didn't realize you were here. Greta is saying both. She had a puppy eat a clue and her husband threw it away, right? So make sure you stay organized. And
wait, was it like the same piece of fabric? Did like her husband throw it away and then the dog ate it?
Greta's an OG detective. She's been doing it since the very beginning. She did Boardwalk Fun. High five. Greta has her first one was Boardwalk Fun, which is the one that's currently on the bed at my house. Okay. The other tip is to make sure you read through everything first. And I know we're so excited. We get all this fabric and we get the clue and we want to sit and sew. We want to do. And I'm going to encourage you to be the kid that reads the instructions. That person's pretty boring. but read all the instructions first, especially your first time through, because you want to make sure you don't miss anything, and you want to make sure you understand where it's going. You want to start with the end in mind and work your puzzle.
You could do one box where you have like fake instructions, and then but at the top you put like read the entire instructions, and at the very end it says completely disregard all previous instructions and check your inbox.
Do you think that would be a positive experience or a negative experience?
Depends who you ask.
Negative. Depends on who you ask. No, let's see here. Okay. The next is your swatch booklet. So I have an example of the Marina swatch booklet. Marina is an Under the Sea colorway. This little guy here, you guys, is like liquid gold. This has so much information in it. And I know that when we get this, we kind of just chuck it into the box. And all we ever really use it for is the valuable information on the back, which tells you which fabric is which colorway. You are going to need this every month, or you're going to get stuck pretty darn fast. But I'm going to encourage you to do something strange and actually open up to the inside. Okay.
You dare?
I dare. Our team works together. Let's see here. For Linda McLaughlin, that's going to come out with Clue 2, and it's going to go into the Clue locker. That's just one of those things we unfortunately did not get a chance to do before Clue 1 shipped, but we will definitely have that for Clue 2 as well. Let's see here. Yay for Nathan. What colorway did you choose? Okay, yeah, Nathan just signed up, and it's his first one, so he's excited.
Yay, Nathan!
Okay, so while we're hanging out on this inside, so here are a ton of tips and tricks, right? So if you are a first timer or a 17th timer, please read through the tips and tricks. There's a lot
17?
I think we're on 18. Please read through the tips and tricks. Plus, it also has the date for when the next mystery quilt signs up. And then the part that we get asked, I can't even tell you how many times a month, is when does the Clue ship and when does it charge? Guys, all those dates we've listed out right here. So this is when you can expect the clues to be uploaded into the evidence locker. This is when you can expect your next clue to be shipped and mailed to you. It is all right here. And it's also, are you a member of our Facebook group? If you are not in our Facebook group, you totally should be. It is a ton of fun. We have a great time hanging out there. And then how to get in contact with us, right? So everything that you need, when we get our most frequently asked questions, they are mostly answered here. So I'm going to encourage you guys to, take a look at this, read through it, skim it, hold on to it. Definitely don't lose it. And definitely don't lose it for this. Now, this is also in the evidence locker, and it was also attached to your order when you completed checkout. So you have multiple versions of this. In case you lose this, we've tried to make it as easy as possible to get all this information back to you. Let's see here. Stacy uses the tips up till Clue 3. A monthly check-in activity.
Oh, Nathan Brown, he did Atlantis. Isn't that like the most popular one? Like
Atlantis is the most popular one. You are in very good company, Nathan. So Aaron is asking if we settled on a monthly check-in activity. So we went around and around and around, and we brainstormed, and we came up with all sorts of ideas, and we had an idea, but we weren't able to get it together for Clue 1. So stay with us for Clue 2.
Check-in.
I'm going to save it until we get to Clue 2, right?
Okay.
Again, we've had a lot of things going on, guys, and we want to make sure that we're delivering the best quality thing we can to you. And so I am excited for what we've settled on. It's just not going to be in Clue 1.
Yeah.
Yes, but we've gone multiple different ways. Let's see here. Under the Sea clues start shipping. Okay, holy cow. Michelle has just dumped those into the chat. So if you're watching this, the dates are all there for you.
Thank you, Michelle Showalter.
Let's see here.
Michelle Showalter's great. Like a few lives ago, she had like a recap of everything.
Yeah.
No, it was when we announced the retreats. It wasn't a few lives ago.
No. When we did Mystery 5.0, she's like, here's the key talking points.
Oh, yeah.
Michelle Showalter.
Yay.
We love you, Michelle. Fantastic work there. All right. Tips and tricks. So pressing matters. And so I know that sometimes we get in a rut. We want to do I want to press to the dark side because that's the way I've always done it. Or I always press my seam open. All the instructions will always tell you pressing instructions. And I know it may seem counterintuitive and you're like, why am I pressing it that way? My instinct tells me to do it the other way.
Because it'll all come together. You don't have all of the parts.
It all comes together. Yes. Mm-hmm. And so trust in the pressing instructions, trust in what you are told. And all those seams are going to nest beautifully and you're going to get amazing points, but you got to trust the process as we go through it. All right. Seam allowance consistency. And so this gets into people who are also concerned about, hey, my pieces don't match the dimensions. It's supposed to be 6.5. It's 6 1/4, or hey, it's 6 3/4, right? And so my guidance to everybody, every time, as long as you are consistent, everything will work out in the end. And so when I say consistent, I mean, as long as you are using a consistent 1/4 inch seam allowance, we recommend a scant, which is just the 3 threads. It's just a teeny tiny amount, but a 1/4 inch seam allowance. If you're using the same sewing machine and you're using the same presser feet, you are going to end up with a quilt that is going to be amazing. It is going to be geometric and everything is going to fit together. Where I have gone astray is if I'm like, oh, hey, I'm at this place and I'm going to use a different sewing machine.
Use a 3/4 inch seam allowance.
And then those blocks are this instead of this. And so consistency is the key to success for this project. Let's see here. Oh, Michelle, she was an old quality auditor and she's retired. So she kind of still living her old day job. Okay. Let's see here. What else? Oh, labeling your pieces. So there's been a comment. We've already touched on this. We're going to give you labels that say section 1A, section 1B, section 2A, section 2C. We're going to generate those and we're going to get those into the evidence locker as well as out to you guys via email and hard copies with the Clue 2s that are mailed.
Do you say via? I say via.
My head just exploded. We're going to send you those clues via.
No, it's via email.
Ooh. Via. I don't know.
Oh,
no,
I just said her high horse says via.
Her high horse says via. I always say we're going to deliver those clues via. I say via.
No, it's via.
Oh my God. Okay.
I gave you letter via postal service.
All right. So also embracing the mystery. And so I know some people, they like to see where they're going and they want to just embrace the concept that you're just going to sew it, set it aside, and then come back to it in a month. Michelle Showalter loves you. Via.
It's via. It's via.
Oh my gosh.
How do you spell it?
Via con Dios.
How do you spell it?
Via con Dios. Go with God.
How do you spell it?
VIA.
Yeah. Via.
Oh my gosh. Okay. So he'll probably create a video on this, gang. We're going to go there. Okay. Via. All right. So embrace the mystery, right? So trust that you're just going to be sewing these. You're going to set them aside, sew them and set aside. And the only thing you know is your color weight and your size. And it's going to be awesome. And we're going to get to the reveal and you're going to be amazed at the finished quilts. So just trust and embrace the mystery. And the last one is join the community. So join the Facebook group. If you get stuck, if you have a question, those folks are incredibly helpful and supportive. It is a great part, and especially in today's day and age, to be part of a community, right? To go to people that you can trust, because there's not a lot of places. I can't post on many of my personal things about quilting and sewing. There's not a lot of real kind of help that I'm going to be able to get if I ask about seam allowances. But this group is incredibly supportive. Even if you're working on a project that's not a cotton cuts project, they will help. And they can definitely give. Sharon says it can be both. We're both right. Nobody's right. Nobody's wrong. Okay.
Well, no, you're still wrong, but we're both right.
I'm still wrong.
Yeah. We're both right, but you're
So, gang, he's an employee of Cotton Cuts this summer.
Is that
a terminatable offense?
But I'm writer.
You're writer? Now, that is definitely wrong. Okay.
You said you want to make sure you use the same presser feet earlier.
Presser foot. Per Merriam Webster, both pronunciations are correct. We're both right. All right, let's get into an unboxing. Okay, so when you are receiving these boxes and receiving these clues, we want to make sure you're prepared for what you're going to get. So if you're getting it month to month, you are going to get something that's going to look very similar to this. You're going to get a bunch of parts and pieces that are in your colorway. You're going to get a clue. Don't look at the tape that we put on the back here, but you're going to get a clue that's going to show you what finished parts you're making. And it's going to give you the inventory. So it'll say of A, small triangles, you'll have 8. And of B, large triangles, you'll have 7. And this many strips. Definitely compare that inventory to the parts you have to make sure that so you don't get stuck sewing, right? We don't want anyone to get stuck sewing. So.
Is Erin calling me British?
Maybe you are British. So if you're doing month to month, this is what you're going to get. Your swatch card is going to be inside of it. So make sure you keep that. And what I've heard, one of the most helpful tips is people will oftentimes sew this. They will put the finished parts and pieces inside the paper clue and then put it back in the bag. So it's all self-contained. You do you if you have another method, if you have another means of working on that. Now, when you get your prepaid quilt, so let's take a look at these boxes because I love how this.
This is for the Under the Sea.
This is an actual. This is a real Under the Sea. So this is one that literally after the show. It's probably going to get boxed up and mailed. But so when you receive it, you know, we don't do anything without tissue paper here. We like the concept of a gift.
We should add like something extra inside so the person who gets this can be like, wow, I got the one on the live.
Oh, I like that. I think we'll put a little note in here that says your box was unboxed on the live. I think that's great.
Yeah.
It's a great idea. Okay. So
if they get it, we should take a picture and post it on Cotton Cuts Facebook group.
Yes, I think that's a great idea. Paula in her high horse over here is going to take care of that for us. Pecan or pecan? What do you say?
I say
so I can tell you there's so I know why you pronounce it one way or another, but do you say pecan or pecan? We're about to go to New Orleans, and that's where I learned this. So it's pecan or pecan. So it's actually
I'm worried I'm gonna mess it up.
It depends on if it's cooked or not. So a raw pecan versus a pecan.
Yeah, pecan pie.
Yeah, and so it depends on if it's cooked. That determines how you can pronounce
My
it.
friends always say that it's not like pecan. It's not pecan. It's just pecan both ways.
No, it's not. It depends on if it's cooked or not. If it's a raw
Or
nut,
is that a New Orleans specific thing?
I don't know, dude. Who would have thought on this show we'd be talking about this? Not can. I'm Southern. Tishua. Yes, I love my pecan pie. Pecan pie. All right. So here's that lovely swatch booklet. Always on the top. Always the most important part. Yeah, look at you. You're like scooching your face over. Also in our prepaid quilts, we also have this handy dandy little sheet. This also gets uploaded to the evidence locker. So this is your inventory. This tells you in your bags, which we're about to show you, what you're supposed to have in month
don't
one.
Spoil it. Then they don't need then they just get the fabrics and they're like.
There's no
they can cut it themselves.
Okay, so this is a conversation that we also need to have as well, right? The mystery is not what you do each month. The mystery is what you do at the end. So solving the mystery at the end. So I can show you guys this every day of the week. I'm spoiling nothing because all this tells you is what comes in each of the individual envelopes. That is nuts. Let's see here. No, Northerners say pecan and pecan. Okay. Then inside, in lovely organized fashion, with clue 1 on top, right? We always like to have it so that way when you receive it, you can actually like clue 1 will be on top, clue 2. And we took our inspiration from Legos because clearly I have children that love Legos.
They're great.
And so in it, you're going to pull like clue 1. And it's going to have all the pre-cut parts and pieces you need for clue 1. For clue 2, same thing. It's going to have all your pre-cut parts and pieces for clue 2. So all you have to do is grab the clue out of the evidence locker, and then do what?
You know what you could do? You could go full Lego, and you could have like the squares be in the bag, the big squares, and then you can have a bag inside of the bag with the triangles.
Oh, the bag inside of the bag. Okay, so to be clear, remember we're still trying to minimize.
People say pickin'.
They're also say pickin'. Let's see. Right. So we want to make sure that we're also mindful of our footprint because I want the world to still be a great place when you're an adult and your kids aren't adults. So we're only going to do one bag instead of the bag inside of a bag. Okay. So ultimately they're all in here and they go all the way down to clue 10, which is in the bottom. And so you'll notice that some of these have little gifts here. And so we usually include a gift with clue 1, 5, and 10. Why do we include gifts with 1, 5, and 10, Dominic? Do you remember?
It's just something special. It's the lanyap, right?
It's the lanyap. It's the something extra. So lanyap is definitely a New Orleans Creole word for something extra. And so we include it with 1 because you're starting. And yay, congratulations, you started. 5 because you're what at 5?
Halfway there.
Halfway there. And 10 because you're done. Let's see here. Yeah.
Where's
so all clues.
The lanyap? Where's clue 5?
Clue 5? Where's
because
clue 5?
Isn't there like a notebook?
There should be a gift in clue
There's
5.
a notebook in 1.
Yes. Hold on, people.
There's a pen in 10. Oh, and
5 is a ruler. So I know a lot of folks were like, hey, where's my ruler at? You're going to get a ruler with clue 5. Okay. So that's what the fabric looks like. Now, if you are participating as a prepaid detective, there's going to be some other things that are going to be included in there too when you signed up. And so this is available for both prepaid and month-to-month detectives as an oops kit. What's an oops kit, Dominic? Pop quiz. We're going to see if he's paying attention.
Wait. I got this. If you miss any pieces, you have extra fabric.
Yes. So this is a fat 1/8 of every fabric that's in your collection, a fat 1/8. That way, in case you're missing parts and pieces and it's a Saturday and you're at a retreat and you want to sew, you can grab this and you can cut whatever pieces you're missing. Or perhaps you made a mistake, you know, there's something going on and you just need a quick fix and a short
Your
term
dog
emergency.
ate it.
Your dog ate it. You would be surprised the number of people that are like, hey, I'm missing triangles, and they realize they sewed them to something else. And so, or they sewed two together, right?
They thought it was a
of
batik and like it's double sided, but it was actually two.
I've seen literally people who are like, hey, I'm missing a full stack of, and they're like, just kidding, I found it on my tush because I was sitting on it, right? So these things happen. And so this is for the if it happens. Now, mind you, our customer care team is always, always, always more than happy to send you parts and pieces. If you make a mistake, if you have the seam ripper and things are stretched out, or if a part is missing, or if it has selvage in it, just contact us. We'll make it right, guys. This is what we do. This is what we love to do right now. Oh, we're still talking about pecans and pecans. Let's see here. You can say, okay, so you pee in a can, it's pecan. All right. Let's see. The other things that are also going to be included. So if you ordered a spool of thread, again, in the idea that like you can just get the box and get everything to sew with it, you're going to get a spool of ortho thread. I love this dove color. It feels very universal as well. And then you're also going to get color challenge cards. So this is something that if you prepaid, early on, people were like, but I miss these color challenge cards that used to come with my monthly delivery. Like each month you would send me color challenge cards. And so what we've done is we've actually included them in your kit as well. You have the option to opt out of them and say, perhaps you don't want these and, you know, they might be wasteful for you, in which case you get $5 off, but you get all the color challenge cards in advance for your mystery that come in your first box. Let's see here. If you get monthly and order an Oops kits, when do you get it? Betty, the Oops kits come to you with your clue 1. Greta's absolutely right. Now, also new for Under the Sea, we had wide back backing. And so if you ordered wide back backing, it's going to come with your prepaid box, or it'll come with your clue 1. So that is, again, something that our team has been cutting and adding to the process. And
Wide back backing. 2 backs.
Wide back backing. Whew.
Wide
What if we
back
have to
backing.
purchase our Oops kit? Is it possible to order later? Yes. So you can order Oops kits up until I think month 3, and we will mail it to you separately. I know a lot of people that take these Oops kits, and if they get to the end and haven't used it, they'll make a pillow, or they'll use it on the back, or they'll do something fun with the border.
They could use it for the color
Oh,
challenge.
yeah. Yeah. You can make some blocks here with this here, and then you can integrate them in your quilt. Yes. So, and we've also had someone who ordered, I think, like 8 Oops kits. And I was like, hey, can we just send you a yard of each fabric? And that totally worked too. Okay. Let's see here. So we've opened up every box. People have been asking tons of questions. I think that's really all that we need to share with them about that,
Are
right?
we going to give more about the Cotton Cuts retreat?
Yes, I think we should talk about the retreat. And so we're going to New Orleans. So next week, our plan is that this live show we can do during the retreat. So it is actually during...
Are we going to feature the people there on the...
Yes. So this little goober here, one of his jobs is to take the company camera and to get as much like lives. So check out next week. We're going to have lives. We're going to have videos. Let's see here. We're going to do tons and tons of stuff. We're going to try and do a live show next week from New Orleans. If not, we'll record something, and, you know, Paula will take care of it here on the amazing show that we have.
If we don't have the opportunity to do a live, Lincoln,
you want to put your brother in front of the camera?
Yeah.
Okay. Well, that is an option. We will consider this. Let's see here.
So like the Oops kit, it gives you fabric and
okay. So yes, so we're excited about the retreat. There are still more seats available for Sonoma. So if that is close and convenient for you, and if it's in your calendar, we would love to have you. Dominic will not be with us, unfortunately, for Sonoma, but we are still going to have a mini mystery retreat experience.
I know, I have to go to school.
I know, right? You have to go be educated. I know, it's horrible. Okay. So definitely stay tuned. If you want to see what Sonoma could be like, watch all of our socials next week and watch our live show. Let's see here. So we have 2 questions I would love to answer. Did we decide on a mystery or flat Nancy for Under the Sea? So Tisha, we talked about that a little bit. We're going to skip clue 1, but it'll be ready for clue 2. Our team had a whole bunch of ideas, but by the time we ran out of time to put it for clue 1. So we're going to start it in clue 2. Just a little different. We're going to keep you guys guessing, right? It's a mystery. Keep them guessing, right? And it'll be the same thing. So if you participate each month, we'll pick a set of winners. And if you participate in all 9 months that are remaining, you'll get a free quilt for the next mystery that signs up. Yeah. Okay. And will there be more wide available soon? So unfortunately, Deborah, we have cleared out the shelves at all of our suppliers of these fabrics. So wide back does not have as much inventory as I would have hoped it to have had. So what we have, on the website is what we have for now. Now, as we're going through and cutting it, we're finding that we're getting a little bit more per bolt than we thought we were going to get. So for some of the colorways, we've been able to add 1. So definitely check the inventory. We're updating the inventory as we go. So if we're able to get an extra small or an extra large, we're adding those to the website as we go. Please definitely check over the course of the next week. I know I cut some merino, which I think was in short supply. I cut some merino and it ended up getting a couple more larges or smalls.
Michelle Showalter is asking, what is a flat Nancy?
Yes. Okay. So Michelle, this is something we've done probably 3 or 4 times now. And we include a little card in all your Clue ones and all your prepaid boxes. And the idea is you go to the website and you take a picture with your fabric and the card each month, just to, hey, here's my flat Nancy. This is where we were sewing. You upload it to the website. We have a whole bunch of pictures and we have little like geographical check-ins for all the flat Nancys and where you've been. And then we pick winners each month to get gift certificates that participate. And then at the end, we have kind of if you've done all 10 months, you get entered to win a free PMQ for the next PMQ. Mm-hmm. And so we like having these challenges. We like having these games. And so this one's going to be different than anything we've ever done before. Paula is coming off. Paula's coming off her high horse to bring us something over. Oh my God, it's so heavy. Okay. So also every retreat attendee is going to get,
it looks blue, but it's purple.
It's purple. It's going to get one of these. And so this is our swag bag for the retreat. I'm not going to show you what's inside of it because you have to attend a retreat to get one.
It's quite big and heavy.
But it is big and it is quite heavy and it is awesome. And so if you want one of these lovelies, you're going to have to join us in Sonoma or New Orleans. Okay. And we're going to be announcing in New Orleans our dates for 2026. So that's going to be all coming soon. Yeah. All right. Have we reached the end of our content here? Are we good?
Sadly, we have.
No. So what did we learn? Did we learn, is it pecan or pecan or both?
It's both.
I think it depends on geographically.
Okay. No. Yes. One last question. Is it Catan or Catan?
Settlers. So it's settlers, not settlers. Settlers of Catan is what I say.
I say Catan.
And your friends say Catan.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. I just don't know how to pronounce
I know.
Things.
And Via and Via. We've all learned something new today. I am so glad. The more you know. It's the reading rainbow.
Okay.
Yes. Okay.
What if they post in the comments what they think of whatchamacallit?
That's not the giveaway question. Don't listen to him.
The giveaway question is not Catan or Catan, but also put that with your giveaway, with your answer to the giveaway question.
Yeah. Okay. So let's see here. So Glennie is saying she didn't order her Oops kit. Can she do it now? You can order your Oops kit through Clue 3. It might ship separately. We'll sort all those out over the next week or two. Could Dominic do a video on how to solve one of the previous flyaway mysteries within a mystery? I haven't managed to solve one successfully yet. So Dominic was the inspiration for them. So I feel like you doing a video is a fantastic
I could literally just do it right after the live here.
Yes, I think he can. And so Jana, you ask and you receive. So when you see him wearing his blue shirt, it is because he has filmed this video today.
Or I could do it in like 2 weeks and just wear the same outfit.
Stop. Okay. So it is time for our giveaway. So as we do every show, so it's going to be a $25 gift certificate to the Cotton Cut Shop to one person who finds this video on YouTube, on Facebook or Instagram and answers this question. So what is your favorite part about starting any new sew along? So I'm going to make that general versus just any new PMQ, but it's who can, what's your favorite part about starting a new sew along? What's your favorite part about starting a new sew along, Dominic?
I guess, well, by sew along, do you mean like sewing with the group? Yeah, sewing with a group.
Sewing with a group on the same timeline, on the same schedule.
Knowing that it's better than just sewing on your own because you get to talk to people. You get to talk to people, and you have a group. But also, if you make a mistake, there are people who can help you.
Yes, I agree. And I think the part that I like about starting new sew alongs is the timeline, right? Mm-hmm. It's like, okay, I know a new clue is coming. And there's a group of us. And so I feel that I am more apt to complete a project if I'm sewing along with a group. And I feel like I have a higher success rate if I'm sewing along on a timeline. Yes. Yeah. Mm-hmm. Okay. So go ahead and find this video. Drop your answer to the question. What's your favorite part about a new sew along? All right. Leave your answer in the comments and anticipating the outcome. That's a good one. So Paula will pick one and we'll have a winner announced on all of our social media. This one and I have to go and start packing up a trailer and start getting all of our things together for New Orleans, which is going to be great.
New Orleans is going to be great. Packing.
Yes. All right. Thank you all so much for spending your morning with us. As always, we appreciate you and everything that we get to do here at Cotton Cuts because of you guys. What were you going to say? I interrupted you.
Packing is not as fun as.
Is packing better than driving?
I don't have to drive. I just sit in the
getting
back
to New
seat
Orleans.
and
Okay.
like.
Thank you,
hang
Jana.
out.
We were going to have tons of fun. All right. That's it for us, gang. Happy sewing, everybody. Everyone have a great weekend. Stay cool wherever you are, and we will see you next week. All right. Bye now. And cut. Thank you so much for watching our video. We have so much fun making these, and we hope that you were both delighted and inspired by what you just watched. This video was sponsored by Cotton Cuts. Cotton Cuts is your one stop for all the best fabric and thread memberships. Love fabric? We've got you covered. Love thread? We've got you covered. We get that no two quilters are cut from the same cloth, which is why our memberships are as unique as you. We also have the largest block of the month in the world. Over 4,000 detectives solve our puzzle mystery quilts every year, and you can join them. Simply go to cottoncuts.com to learn more about all the awesome and fun things that we're doing. And don't forget to hit like and subscribe to make sure you get all of our new fresh content every time it comes out. Thank you so much, happy sewing enthusiasts, and we will see you soon. Bye now.